Don't make jokes about that. I'm very proactive. Stop doing it. You're chewing water. Why? First, you don't let your kids die. Everybody just got it. Butter or butter fingers? Chocolate or cookies? Okay. Yeah, she doesn't even eat them. She loves. Yeah, but I like that. You said that. She's not playing it on. She's not playing the answer is yes. You know what duck stands for? Duck. Oh, you know.
Good evening, staff. So this is time for dismissal. Kindergarten, first grade, are already in the gym. Second and third grade, bring your regular to the gym, please.
I swear to you, I have never killed someone in my life that's recorded. There's no record of me killing somebody that I know of. There's no record. It doesn't. We can talk. We can talk. There's no record of me killing anybody. Oh yeah, what is the record? Small brain.
Secret. You have headphones? When? Just
Every time
asking.
I give them to you, you never give them back.
I do though.
You play Fortnite?
Oh no. You're playing Michael.
A number of topics over the next 30 minutes or so, and no doubt many of you will have questions as we do. To answer these, we'll be running a Q&A with Shorts Product Manager Todd Sherman at the end of the session. To join in, submit your questions via the link we're pinning in the live chat below, or alternatively, feel free to use the QR code on screen now to access the submissions page. Before we move on, I want to reinforce that everything you're seeing today is still in development. We've got a number of exciting features in the pipeline, and as we move forward, plan to build the product hand in hand with creators, providing you the opportunity to test things yourself and share your feedback as we go. Okay, let's get started. As you might have seen in our recent blog post, we've begun rolling out the YouTube Shorts beta, a new short-form video experience for creators and artists who want to shoot fun, catchy 15-second videos using nothing but their mobile phones. Now, I can already sense most of you are thinking, why YouTube? Aren't you guys just a platform focused on long content and watch time? To answer that, let's go back to the beginning. User-generated short videos were born on YouTube starting from our very first upload, an 18-second video titled me at the zoo. YouTube began as a place where anyone, anywhere could share their voice and creativity. And since then, the platform's grown, enabling an entire generation of creators who have shared their voice and found an audience of more than 2 billion people. While this has happened, technology has advanced, with smartphones empowering our users to easily create, publish, and discover high-quality content wherever they are in the world. As we move forward with Shorts, we aim to make good on our promise to give everyone a voice and show them the world, connecting millions of creators with billions of viewers. So let's talk about what this means for viewers out there looking for snackable, entertaining moments. As we build out Shorts, we know it's of critical importance that we develop a satisfying video discovery and viewing experience, one that captures the magic feeling you get when you come across your new favorite video. You may have noticed the short video shelf that we've begun testing on the YouTube homepage and Watch Next. Focused on vertical videos up to 60 seconds in length, this shelf allows YouTube viewers to discover and view the short videos that capture their interests, independent of whether they're subscribed to the creator. To view a video, a viewer needs only tap into the vertical player, where they'll be able to watch, leave comments, like the video, and more. When they're ready to move on, they can simply swipe up or down to discover additional content. As they do, our systems will continue to learn how to improve recommendations for viewers interested in short video, getting better and better at connecting them to the content and creators that they love. Okay, so what about creators? Creation is at the core of short-form video, and we want to make it easy and fun to create shorts. To start, we've begun testing a few tools with our early beta in India. This includes a new multi-segment camera, speed controls, and a music picker that allows you to add tracks from an ever-growing library of songs. For the moment, this creation experience is rolling out on a limited basis, and is currently only available to creators in India. That being said, we plan to expand this rollout to other countries in the coming months. So, with some time to go before beta creation is available in the US, how can you get your content on the short shelf? At the moment, both existing and newly uploaded YouTube content is eligible to appear, even if it hasn't been created by. For the content to appear, it needs to adhere to the following requirements. First, it should be adhered to terms. You can review your catalog of short videos and tap on the one you'd like to upload. After selecting a video, you'll be able to review it and make any relevant edits. When you're ready, tap on the next button. Okay, after clicking next, you'll arrive at the details screen, where you'll then want to tap the upload button in the top right.
Radio's on upload.
Required. This hashtag will help us bring our global community of users, creators, and artists on the journey with us as we build and improve Shorts. So whether you're a newcomer to YouTube or have been with us for years, these next few weeks represent a unique opportunity for you to get a head start with Shorts, leveraging your existing short videos to find and grow an entirely new set of viewers just in time for the launch of our creation tools. Okay, so I've been talking for a while now, and I want to open it up to questions from the audience. I want to introduce my homies Todd and Samir. We're going to be taking the lead here.
Hey Kyle. Thanks for having us join you today. I'm really excited to be joined by Todd to answer some questions. Like Kyle said earlier at the top of the today's workshop, we will be accepting questions through Slido. So he shared that QR code with you guys. We also have, if you want to just join on Slido, if you join us at slido.com, the number is B398. Todd, hope you're doing well today. How are you doing?
Really good.
Amazing. Let's answer some questions. Let's just start off with our most upvoted questions so far. Can I get a copyright strike from uploading a TikTok?
Great question. Let me also reinforce that folks should go and upvote things. If you really want to see something answered, jump in there. More questions, more upvotes, the better for us. We have some of this information included in a Help Center article. I'm just Googling it right now. And really, I think the stance that we should take here is that you should feel like you should believe you have the rights to upload what you're uploading. That's sort of what YouTube's terms are. And so I would encourage you to sort of reflect on if you have the rights for what you're uploading, and then if you believe that you do, you can. I think that it's worth keeping in mind, and I'm sure there'll be other questions about this as we get through all of them, is that Shorts is not monetized at this time. And so usually what happens when people upload something with music, for example, is that Content ID would scan those videos and find music and then put a claim against it. And then ads would be run on that video, and then, you know, that ad revenue would go to like music industry rights holders. But since Shorts is not monetized, if that claim happens, it'll effectively have no effect because there's no ads being run in the Shorts playback experience. And so while it's possible that a content owner could go and say, like, I want to do a takedown here, which would result in a strike, I think it's pretty unlikely. But I think the most clear guidance I could give you is, like, you know, you should believe that you have the rights to upload what you're uploading, and that's YouTube's terms of service.
Great. Let's jump into the next one, which got many upvotes. Thank you, Todd, for reminding folks that you could upvote questions. This one got a lot. Will they be monetized at some point?
Yeah, this is something that we talk a lot about, and when creative people are making videos, they are thinking about what does it mean beyond fame, and the other part of this is fortune. And so, you know, that's what people know YouTube as a place to go to monetize. And so, like, we're very interested in what it means to monetize short form video. We don't have anything to announce now, but we're excited about the potential here. So we'll continue to investigate that, and as soon as we have anything public to announce, we'll be excited to do so.
Yeah, thanks for the questions, guys. Let's look at this next one. How is Shorts different from Stories, and are Stories going away?
Stories are not going away. I think the way to think about Stories is, I'm sure a bunch of you use it. I use Stories all the time. I worked on Stories when I was at Snapchat. You know, Stories are like lightweight status updates. You know, it's a slideshow of media. It's easy to add another slide to that slideshow, and there's an ephemerality window because these things don't need to stand the test of time. Updates don't need to be around forever. They're most relevant kind of with some recency, maybe a day or a week. And so, you know, you might spend 15 or 30 seconds creating an individual story post. You can think about it like life logging. If you're somebody that has a big audience, it's like a fan engagement type of thing. And that's very different than what we're focused on with Shorts. With Shorts, we're really focused on empowering an entire new group of creators that previously found creating, you know, high production effort videos that are 10 minutes long with DSLRs and Final Cut Pro or Premiere on expensive laptops. Previously found that too inconvenient or complicated or time intensive. And so we're really trying to really lower the barriers to creating videos. And Shorts are going to be the primary way that a lot of people, we expect, are going to build an audience in the same way that YouTube videos are the primary way that what you might call long-form creators create videos today. And so we view Stories as sort of supplemental and fan engagement, and we view Shorts more so as a new video paradigm for a new generation of creators that are only focused on the mobile phone to create their videos. Hopefully that's helpful.
Yeah. Let's take a look at this next one. Will Shorts videos also live on my channel?
Yeah, you know, Colin mentioned like we still have a lot to build, but what we're doing is we're sort of putting ourselves out there right now so that we can continue to build with an open communication with creators, because we want to get this right, you know, as we build in the coming months, quarters, and years. And so I mentioned that because the channel is a special place to creators. It's the one surface on YouTube where creators have some control over how things are presented, right? So just for those of you that may not know, a YouTube channel today can be customized by the creator, and they have the ability to like move around modules, maybe recent uploads or some playlist that they've created, and so they have an ability to control that there. So we don't really want to go and put a short video shelf on that channel for creators that have customized it. because we don't want to presuppose where it belongs in the ordering of that shelf. But what we're going to do is we're going to put that shelf out of there for people that haven't customized it, which is people that are usually have a lower intent. And then we're going to go figure out how to work with creators on what the best experience is for those that have both long form videos, usually horizontal videos, and then ones that are also short form videos. So these sort of mixed use creators. We want to figure out what the right solution is for them there. We certainly have some ideas, and we're going to go validate some of those things. So they will appear on your channel. If you do nothing on the mobile app, they'll appear in a shelf. If you have a customized channel, we won't put that shelf there because we don't want to assume that you want it. And then, in that case, the videos will just appear as normal YouTube videos, just as they do today, which is like the normal horizontal lockup, and you'll see like kind of black bars on the side, letterboxing on the side of it. And so they will appear there. And we're considering what it means to really sort of satisfy the use cases of a mixed-use long-form creator, short-form creator that does both, and short-form dominant creators that mostly do short-form. So that's where we're at on that.
Okay, and now you may have just touched on this, but just to stay with this theme, we have another question here regarding the shelf. But how would a creator know if their video is featured on the short shelf?
Good question. I think that the shelf itself is sort of the entry point into this new world of like a short form video feed. It's almost like the entry point into the equivalent of the For You page. And so we're going to be reporting analytics of these videos in YouTube Analytics. We've got a little bit of work to do there, so it may not have perfect attribution for what surface was the surface when somebody tapped into the shelf and then saw your video. There's kind of two parts to this. This is like, where was the shelf when someone tapped in? Maybe it was on home, maybe it was on the watch page, and then once you've tapped in, you're in an infinite feed. The viewer is in an infinite feed. And so if your video is, on this feed 10 down, you weren't really in the shelf at that point. You're just sort of in the feed of recommendations. And so we'll pay attribution back to those sources, and we're working on those analytics right now. So I think probably in like the coming weeks and maybe a month or so, if you use YouTube Analytics and you're uploading these short videos, you'll sort of know where the traffic is coming from.
Thanks for the question, David. We have another question here from George, who is asking very loudly, will watch hours count?
Thank you, George Pig. I think that the subtext of your question, which is maybe not mentioned, is count towards something. And these are videos, and they do accrue watch time, and we'll report that watch time in YouTube Analytics, and that watch time could count towards certain things. What it won't do is it won't count towards becoming eligible for the YouTube Partner Program, and we call that YPP, and that's the partner program that allows you to monetize long-form videos where you can run pre-roll and mid-roll ads on those videos and get a rev share split. And the reason that we're not counting it towards that is because this is effectively its entire separate ecosystem of short-form videos, and success and watch time here we think doesn't necessarily set you up or set creators up for success with long-form videos. And so we didn't want to assume that those should count in one, watch time and hours, and shorts should count towards success for long-form videos. So it doesn't count towards that.
Okay. Here's one of our most popular questions today. When will we be seeing shorts in the USA?
Yeah, good question. What we're really trying to do right now is build and iterate at scale. And so we started in India partially because users had TikTok banned there, and we really wanted to move quickly to meet their needs. But also, it's a very large country, and we wanted to learn and iterate at scale. What I mean by that is make sure the creation tools are solid. make sure that the recommendation algorithm is doing the things that we believe it should be doing. Make sure the playback experience is optimized and all the pivots work well. So we're using that market as kind of a proving ground while also aligning with users' needs there. That's why we started there. But the root of your question, I think, when will we see the shorts in the USA? When we think it's ready for the USA. I think the USA is probably the highest bar. It's not the biggest stage in terms of people, but it's certainly one of the biggest stages in terms of expectations. And what we really want to do when we show up here, I think, is kind of meet the creators' expectations. And so, that doesn't mean we have to have every little feature, but I think it's important that we kind of respect creators' expectations. And so we're anxious to get to the US and globally as fast as we can. A lot of emphasis on moving quickly. So I'd say the best answer here is stay tuned.
Yeah, we have an interesting question here next from Piper Picks TV. How does YouTube distinguish between shorts and regular content? And I don't want and I think they meant audience. I don't want my audience aggravated because I'm uploading super short content and they're expecting longer form content.
Yeah, this is a tension that we've heard from a lot of creators. If you're a long form creator and when you ask yourself, would my audience want this? If your instinct is that they'll be aggravated and they don't want short videos from you, my response to that would be, you probably know your audience best. Some creators, when they ask themselves that question, maybe they're not people that are making 10, 15, 20 minute videos. Maybe they're people that are already making shorter videos, 3 or 5 minutes. Maybe this isn't as so much of a departure. And so I think the best advice I can give is, given how you know your audience, you're going to be able to best judge this. And if you think that they would like it, I would experiment, give it a shot. Some creators, and I'm not recommending this, but some creators say, you know what, I think that I'm going to just create a separate channel because I would rather grow a separate channel and audience over here focused on this and not have to straddle two worlds. I think really my best advice is trust your instincts about what will work best for your audience.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up making the second channel because that does address some of the other questions that folks have been asking. Here's another one we have. If we upload videos that are hashtag shorts now, will they be featured in the shorts section when it launches?
Even better. The viewer side experience is something that is starting to scale globally. So right now, like today, outside of India, there is this mixed shelf, and it's a shelf that contains stories and short videos. But what's going to happen is that's going to split into 2 shelves, and we'll very clearly brand one shorts and the other one stories. They won't appear next to each other. They'll start to look different. And even today, if you start uploading videos that are less than 60 seconds, I would recommend on the shorter side, maybe 15 or 20, and then you include hashtag shorts, you have a better shot at being shown on that shelf today. And so for folks that maybe have some library of things that they've already produced that are already short, I would encourage you to upload those now and include hashtag shorts. And what we've done in our systems in these early stages is we've we're looking for that hashtag, and that'll allow our discovery systems to say, this person purposefully uploaded this short video with the intent to be part of this experience. And the reason that that's good is because turns out there's a lot of people uploading videos to YouTube constantly, including short videos, and maybe that's not a very high intent activity. Some people use it almost like a Dropbox or something to store like videos, but they're not trying to build an audience. You all are. So I would encourage you to upload, include that hashtag, and as time goes on, we'll be recommending those videos and figuring out in an increasingly effective way how to recommend those videos and get the audience they deserve.
Your style, your store.
That's great. Yeah, you're touching on a lot of the different questions we have coming in terms of early access, getting in there early with the videos. A lot of people have a lot of their videos are fit the bill already, and they want to know how to promote that. So I'm glad you touched on that. And we can get more into best practices in a little bit, but Let's see. We have another question here. Will there be a subscriber button, a like button, or other forms of engagement readily available on the Shorts videos?
Yes, yeah. There'll be like, comment, share, and then when you share, like if a viewer is watching your video and they share out that link to a friend, assuming that friend has YouTube installed, which most people do, it will open directly into the Shorts playback experience, deep linking into it, and then there's a persistent subscribe button in there. If people aren't subscribed to you, they can subscribe. And so, as we increasingly scale this product and get better recommendation, my instinct is that it's a good opportunity for growth on sub counts.
Using the latest technology.
Great. Here's another question just about a more specific best practice question from Lady Luck HQ. Can we use Shorts to preview as a preview for what our actual videos is and link to it? Most of our videos are 20 minutes, and it might be a great way to give a brief preview of something new to the content.
Yeah, we're not building links. I think that the reason we're not doing that is because, especially being inside of YouTube, if we did that, what would probably happen is that all creators would use it just for this use case, and we would kind of, we would really risk, I think, lowering the barriers of creation for everybody else. And so we don't view this as a supplemental promotional product. I'd encourage you to make a vertical 20-second or 40-second cut of your video. And then you could let people know in the title, like, check out my channel for more videos like this. But we don't really want to create that strong linkage, because really what that does is it turns it into a promotional product. And we just think that the opportunity is bigger than that.
Okay. Thanks for the great question, Lady Luck HQ. We have another question here from Garden Fleur. What will these videos be pushed by in terms of promotion? Will it be something like watch time or dislike ratios, shares?
Fantastic question. I think the answer is going to be changing over time as a large team of people that are focused on building a new algorithm here narrow in on what's most effective all the way to the end, and they like it, then that's great. Just like to dislike ratios, that's probably a signal also. So all the more of the positive and less of the negative. Like if people are swiping early or they're disliking and swiping early, then that's not going to be great. And that's sort of not that dissimilar. It's not that different from how YouTube works today, but there are different things about this algorithm that I think are important here. So it's some of these things are a bit abstract to describe, but what I would say is that we're putting a bigger emphasis on having videos that we may have very little signal about be able to get an audience. So we call that exploration. And we want to make sure that we're leveling the playing field here over time, so that new creators that want to give this a shot have a chance to get a foothold and build an audience also. So that's like an example of one additional thing that you didn't ask about, but since you're interested in the algorithm, I thought you might be interested in.
Yeah, thanks for the great question, Garden Floor. We've been talking a lot about best practices, but I think we can get more on the technical side of how it works. Will I be able to upload Shorts from a desktop?
Yeah, totally. Make it less than 60. I would recommend closer to 15 or 20. Include that hashtag short. You can upload from hashtag shorts, plural. You can upload from anywhere.
Great, so it's not just your phone.
Right.
Awesome.
From the Randy Y Chevy Studios, Randy Y Chevy celebrating 30 years.
Let's see. Oh, this one's interesting. I know it lives on the YouTube platform, but maybe is there more discoverability on Shorts
of YouTube right now? Reason for that that is like, it turns out there's an awful lot of people that open YouTube apps every single day, and that's an opportunity for us to present this product to them and have those viewers really fall in love with it, but also have people, new creators that say, I think I can do this. So it's very important that we build this and scale it inside of YouTube. There may be opportunities for discoverability down the road if somebody's like searching on Google or something like this, but I think that beyond that, there's really nothing to announce here. Sometimes I get questions like, are you launching a separate app? No immediate plans for that. It's something that we discuss and think about, but nothing to report on that front right now. I think the phase of the product development where we're at is really wanting to sort of like lay the foundation, work with creators to make sure that we're satisfying their needs, and same for viewers, and begin to scale this inside of YouTube, and then continue to evaluate what else we need to do in order to align with the needs of creators and viewers.
Yeah, I love the phrase. Will we have a way to edit these shorts within YouTube itself?
Where you can slow down or speed up the audio, which has like the opposite effect on your video, slowing it down or speeding it up. And then there's like a countdown timer, the ability to record hands-free instead of stop point. So like all those are foundational things. And then there are many other creation tools. We have a long roadmap of things that we're working on here, and it's like filters and text and effects. So we're gonna give the world the ability to create these short videos inside of YouTube. And we're building a new algorithm for it, and there's a dedicated watch experience. So it's really an end-to-end experience inside of YouTube, including a way to produce them inside of YouTube. I'm assuming that's what you meant by edit.
Yeah. Thanks for the question. I think just in the same vein, maybe we can answer this one quickly. Will we be able to have a draft, like make it but not post it until it's ready?
Yeah, good question. We certainly intend to build that. I don't have exact timing of when that's going to be built, but we fully understand the value of that. I mean, I have more drafts than videos I've uploaded, so I completely get it. Sometimes you want to shoot a few things and edit them later, so there's a lot of value in drafts. We will build it, and we don't have an exact time when it'll ship, but it's definitely going to happen.
Great. Thanks for the question, Stitch Gaming. Now, we talked a little bit, we mentioned TikTok and some of the other platforms. We have a question here from the channel Medicine Explained. They're saying we have 1.4 million on TikTok and would love to drift over to Shorts. However, we feel as if YouTube is mature and doesn't allow new creators to gain traction. Will Shorts be different than regular YouTube? And also, how will the verification process work?
Yeah, Medicine Explained nailed it. We're here to level the playing field. That means that we want to allow an entire new generation of creators, not just the ones that have grown an audience in the last couple of years on short form video platforms, but for the next decade. People that only need their phone and a little bit of creativity and effort.
I ain't no player, I just got a lot of faith. But let me tell you, I like you a lot, baby. I wanna start at the top and the bottom, baby. Then you wanna shoot with the red at the bottom, baby. You know I like when you right at the top. If I hit it front and back, she gon' hit the sidewalk. If she got a wrestling with her, take her back to my law.
To produce a video that others may find interesting. So it's a pretty central part of my team's mission, and I think all of YouTube's leadership understands why this is really important here. And you know what? YouTube is mature. It's probably harder to do what we're gonna go do on Shorts in the main YouTube feed of 10-minute videos. But we can take more. I think we could take more kind of like emphasis and put it on ensuring that those new creators can build an audience here. So congratulations on 1.4. You'll have to start from wherever you are on YouTube here, but we're really gonna focus on getting that audience growth as part of this algorithm, and that's something that isn't a switch that we flick. It's not like it's off and then turn on the audience growth. It's something that we're going to be continuing to work at and optimize over time.
Yeah, and also in that same vein, just about the management side on our end, this question comes from Mr. Gardner's. Hello, we are very excited to start using YouTube Shorts, and are there any creator management teams for this launch?
Actually, could we jump back to the other question? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't want to not answer the second part. Verification will work however it works for YouTube today. I'm actually fully not involved in that, but there won't be like a short specific verification. There'll be like verification on YouTube, and that'll apply to anything you do on YouTube. And so my guess is that there is some application process, but I actually don't know. I just didn't want to be silent on the question. It won't be different though for Shorts versus YouTube. Thanks for jumping back for a second.
Yeah. I'm just gonna jump back ahead right now.
Creator management teams for this launch. Yes. I think that there will be some outreach to creators that have audience elsewhere in the world. YouTube does have a lot of folks focused on partner management, creator management, so I'm expecting that we're going to do that. We've done that for some creators in India, and as we sort of mature and finalize our plans for launches in the US and other markets, we'll be looking at creator management interfaces with certain creators.
Thanks for the great question, Mr. Gardner. And also, I just want to take time to thank everyone for all the great questions coming in and upvoting. We're getting all of them. Let's just jump back to some of the more technical questions, some of the quicker ones. Does hashtag Shorts need to be in the video title or description?
No, it does not. All it really does is kind of give us a little bit of a signal that the short video was intentionally and intentfully meant to be part of Shorts. So you don't need to use it. But if you remember to use it, that's great. If you forget to use it and then you want to add it, you can go and edit the title of your video and throw it in there or in the description. Or if you even have short videos already that are on the platform that you uploaded a while ago, you can go add it and edit the title and add hashtag Shorts.
Yeah. Just another clarifying question here, just to make sure people have the info. Are horizontal videos not eligible even if they're under a minute long?
They are not. We're really focused on more vertical. The details of that is taller than a 1-to-1 ratio, but I would encourage you to focus on vertical. It's really just a better viewing experience in the player that we're building.
And I know you guys may have answered this earlier, but just in case, Marilyn McNeil asks, is there a specific app we need to make these videos?
So, I'm assuming that you're outside of India where we haven't launched the creation tools. I use a lot of video apps, a ton of them. And I think if you jump into the App Store, you'll find a wide range depending on if you're on iOS or on Android. You can use those video apps to produce a video. If your workflow is more native to desktop, then you can use desktop video editing capabilities. So I think whatever really kind of works for you, and then we're excited to get the creation tools out there that are really optimized for creating these short videos.
That's a great question, Marilyn. Here's a question we have from Reagan Lopez. Will there be categories within Shorts, like music, dance, technology, and how can creators categorize them? For example, can we add hashtag Shorts and hashtag music to categorize as a music short?
Yeah. good question. I think that in general, if you provide us like a caption and, you know, like music or dance, if you add a couple hashtags in there, including shorts, that could be helpful. Generally speaking, when we release the creation tools, if you're using the creation tools, we're going to know that music is part of it because we enabled that to happen in our tools. So we'll know the song, we'll know other videos that also use that song, and that's a good way to understand what sort of content is in the video. There's a whole bunch of people that are always trying to understand, not themselves personally, but build systems that understand what is in the video and what it's about. And so I would encourage you to throw in a caption. You could throw in hashtag shorts, hashtag music. In general, I would say that we're going to go figure out these things at scale, but if you can give us some information, then that could be helpful also.
We're in this position now. Our democracy is at a
yeah, that's a great question. We had a lot of people asking about more smaller subcategories, so I'm glad we got into that one.
On the categories point, I think that this is going to be very emergent. Like, yes, there's going to be people dancing. You give them music, dancers, or choreographers who are going to make up dances. People are going to embrace those dances. They'll be like, you know, comedy skits and jokes. There'll be, you know, like lip sync acting. And then there's just going to be many emergent things that catch on, and it'll be something that we just have to get better and better at understanding those videos. We can apply a lot of the strengths we've built for recommending longer form YouTube videos to this space, and I expect that we will continue to focus on what it means to do this well for short form videos also.
Yeah, we even have some people here who are excited to apply it to their gaming channels, so that's exciting. Here's another question. I know we talked a little bit about this, but I just want to give you guys an opportunity to just talk about any other best practices that we haven't had a chance to touch on. Someone's asking, a lot of my videos are short. They're already sub 30 seconds. Is there a way to promote my older content that fits the bill for this?
Yeah, if I were you, I would edit that title and just throw in hashtag shorts, title or description, throw it in there. As long as it's like vertical or more so taller rather than wider and under 60, we'll be looking for it in our algorithm. That's not a guarantee that those things take off, but having that hashtag in there could be a little bit of a signal. And you can even experiment with it, do it on some and don't do it on others, and see what happens.
Yeah, thanks for the great questions, guys. We have another one here from Aaron B. We talked a little bit about watch time and analytics and monetization, but he's asking, if my shorts don't do well, will that hurt my channel's analytics overall? Will the analytics from my shorts be combined with my regular video analytics?
Yeah, we get this question a lot. I'll broaden the question a little bit because there's kind of like a couple underlying concerns here. One question that I hear that's related to this is, you know, if I upload a short video and it does well, but it's short, does that like hurt me in the eyes of the algorithm? And I want to be clear in that regard. We have no evidence to suggest that is what would happen. Now, if you upload a video, short or long, and people don't like it, then that video just hasn't done well. We also don't have evidence that like you're somehow like put in a timeout box, like that the videos that come after that won't do well. If you're uploading short videos though, and your audience doesn't like them, and you keep doing that, then I think there's a scenario there where you potentially could end up like alienating your audience in some way. And so this kind of goes back to that risk of like, you know, what should I do? Well, I think the challenge is like, you probably know your audience best. It's hard for us to make a clean recommendation here because there's so many different creative people out there with different types of channels, different type of content, and they know their audience best. So if you're uploading a bunch of short videos and they don't do well, that means your audience probably doesn't like them.